Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is staying safe and healthy. Today I'm going to be doing a highly requested video, which is an in-depth look into 2021 and what it has in store for BTS as a whole. So I'm gonna do it like per quarter, and then at the very end I'm gonna do a general overview of the whole year. So seriously, this is gonna be a long one, so make a cup of coffee or a cup of tea, whatever floats your boat, and yeah, just get comfortable. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I have a feeling it's gonna be a super duper long one, so I'm sorry in advance if it gets too long, but sometimes I just have no control as to what the cards say. But anyway, let's get started. Hi guys, so we're starting off with January till March. In these 3 months, beginning of 2021, I feel like there will be a few projects that won't be able to go as planned because full moon in Taurus is just kind of like a stubborn energy. So I'm feeling like they are really pushing to do something, but it's just not happening. Unfortunately, it's just not meant to be, because it's all about letting go, and full moon is about letting go and releasing the things that no longer work for us. And know whatever this project or whatever this idea is that they really want to do, it's just not meant to be. It's just it's kind of a good thing that it's not going to happen. But let's just see what else is happening in January and March for BTS. So on a good note, in terms of relationship, I've been telling you guys that every time I do a reading on BTS, either the Five of Swords or the Five of Wands comes up. So I think I've said this before, but things are not really going that well behind the scenes. It's just that there's a lot of like they're not really seeing eye to eye. They're not getting along as well as they have in the past and things like that. So I think the really good thing about January till March is that there's going to be a lot of things that are going to be resolved, and I think that's why we have the full moon here. And like I mentioned before, they're releasing a lot of things that no longer work for them, and I think finally that also has to do with their relationship. So whatever anger or pent-up feelings that they were holding in, they're finally going to be able to release. And I see that they're going to come to a resolution, and they're finally going to be able to see eye to eye. We have the Two of Wands here, so I feel like if there's conflict within the group, they're finally going to be able to have a sit down and reach a good resolution that works for everyone. There's going to be a breakthrough in the way they think. They're finally going to be able, I'm not saying that there was, fighting between everyone. It could be just between a few members, but obviously it was affecting everyone. Like I said in my J-Hope reading, I could see that for him, he was so sick and tired of it that he just wanted to detach and remove himself from the situation. But I see that in January till March, within that time frame, they're finally going to reach a resolution, which is really amazing. And what I think is the best thing about it all is that we have the Ace of Swords here. So it's almost as if they're finally going to get this breakthrough, and they're finally going to be able to see eye to eye and see themselves as a group instead of individuals, because it was starting to feel that way for some people. Also like in the world here. So I feel like they're finally going to be able to see things clearly again. I feel like 2020 was a very difficult year for everyone. For some, it actually was very good for some of the members, because as I did a reading for Jungkook and Taehyung, as well as Jungkook and Jimin, I feel like for Jungkook and Taehyung, especially 2020 has worked in their favor. It let them reset and see things in a different perspective, and has kind of like strengthened their bond and their friendship. But I feel like in general now with this reading, because I'm doing the whole group, it's really going to bring everyone together. Like January till March is finally going to get them close again, as you can see from the world. So let's just grab one more tarot card for January and March. So really, oh Yeah. So, like I mentioned before, they had to, I feel a lot of like stubborn energy, right? With a full moon in Taurus. And as mentioned, I said there's some projects or things that they've had to let go, and they kind of need to just be okay with it, because there's stubbornness in the group that's kind of unwilling to let go of this idea. But as I mentioned, it's just not necessarily the best thing for them anyway. So it is like with the Six of Swords, it's just reaffirming that there is this project, there's this idea that they've had to let go of. So I feel like in January and March, the universe and their guides is basically working to get them close again, as close as they were before. I'm not saying that they really drifted apart. It's just that within the group, I could tense a lot of like, they weren't seeing eye to eye. They weren't the best that they usually are. That's all. So I feel like this is a really, really good phase in their lives to kind of get together again. Also, I'm sensing that this thing that isn't working out is actually bringing them together, because they finally feel like they're a group again, and they have the same vision, they have the same dreams, they want the same things. So all things happen for a reason. So this is really good, and it's bringing them closer together. So let's just grab one final oracle for January till March. Is there anything else we're missing? Because it seems like the general theme for the group is a project that isn't going to go forward, that they need to let go of. Oops, there was just this one card that jumped out. And getting the group together again. Yes. And planning for the rest of the year. Planning for 2021. I love it. I feel like the world has been coming out for 2021 readings for a lot of people. Yes. So like I mentioned, planning for 2021, setting their intentions, making their intentions known, having a lot of discussions. I see a lot of sit downs between it's the 7 of them, and just discussing their dreams and what they want to achieve in this year. And it's almost like this brotherhood again. So I feel like that's a really, really good thing, and a really great way to start the year. So I feel like April till June is when things are coming to fruition, those plans that they set in Jan till March. Like this is finally the phase where they're basically turning their ideas into reality, because we have the mutable moon, so it almost feels like they're still building it. It's not set in stone just yet, but we do have the new moon in Sagittarius, so I feel like they're going to be very adventurous, a lot of new things, because Sagittarius is very adventurous and it's about stepping out of our comfort zone, and the new moon is about new beginnings. So almost like a new phase in their career. Maybe their image is going to change too. And the things that they've been waiting for from people higher up, so maybe from their agency or things like that, they're finally going to be able to get the conclusion and get the answer to what they've waiting for. Because as I mentioned in some of the previous readings, we got the Ace of Swords again. Oh my gosh, a lot of sword energy, you guys. So definitely April. And the Six of Pentacles. You guys, this is really good. So let me just readjust my position. So I don't know if you guys have seen my Jungkook and Taeyong and Jimin video, but basically I could tell in their readings that there's a lot of like things, a lot of projects, a lot of things that are pending, because they're waiting for the results and waiting for the decisions made from people higher up, so from like their agency and things like that. And so we have conclusions are within reach. So I feel like there's a long-term project or something that they've been working on for a really long time as a group now, because this is a group reading, that they're finally going to hear back from. But the really good thing is, because this Ace of Swords energy, it came up again. So I feel like this is something that they've been really, really wanting to do as a group, because it came up in the January till March again, and now it's coming up again April till June. So this is something that they really want to do. And the great thing is we have the Six of Pentacles. So this means that they're getting the help they need from higher up, from other people, because I feel like it's also a collaboration with other people outside of their agency. And also if there's things that are pending because of contracts or legal actions, things are also going to go in their favor. So I think this is really good. Let's just grab one more card for this phase. So what else is gonna happen? And we have the World again. Oh my gosh. So actually I feel like in this phase, like in January till March, it was about them rebuilding their bond, their brotherhood, their relationship with each other. But I feel like in this phase there's actually going to be traveling. I know that right now with restrictions, thinking about COVID and things like that, that seems really unlikely, but I do sense that. I sense that there's going to be quite a bit of traveling between May till June. So let's just grab one of the oracles from here. So I see that it's going to be a very productive 3 months, and they're finally going to be able to get the help they need to get their project going. Yes, opportunity to expand your horizons. What did I say about traveling, about doing something new, finally getting the help that they need to proceed with this idea that they have. So this is really good. And yeah, let's go straight till the next period. So let's start with the oracle again. So now we're at July till September. Oops, there's one card that flew. A personal issue reaches resolution. Okay, some Cancer energy. So I'm feeling it's a very sensitive topic. It's something with feelings. Someone's feelings got hurt, or someone's relationship. Let's grab one more oracle. It's funny that in Cancer season, full moon in Cancer comes out. Okay, no more oracle wants to come out. So let's just get clarification as to what this entails and who or what it's about. So what personal issue this card wants to come out? It's about the King of Swords. Okay. Okay, so so I'm just gonna be straight with it, you guys. I feel like in the beginning of July or the end of June, I feel like there might be rumors or news about someone in BTS and like their relationship basically. And I feel like it's truly going to be affecting this member who's basically has news circulating about them. So I'm sensing that everyone's going to band together to give their support to this person, because we do have the King of Swords and the Queen of Cups. So I'm not going to say which member it is, but I will tell you that it will affect someone in the band who is really respected by other members of the band, and he's someone who is very honest, who says it as is, who is very smart, who contributes a lot of his ideas to the group, who can almost be seen as the leader of the group. I'm not saying it's the leader, I'm just saying who can be seen as the leader of the group, and who's basically someone who has a lot of influence in the group and is really respected. And it's to do with him and his relationship basically. And it's a lot of struggle. It's a long-term relationship, and it's a lot of struggling, and it's almost like this news is finally going to come out. So but it's good that they're all coming out to support him and giving him the love. Hi guys, really sorry. I didn't even realize that it got cut off, and I was just shuffling and cards had dropped and things like, oops. But yeah, sorry, I didn't realize that it got cut off. Anyway, so as I mentioned, I think it's really good that everyone's coming together and giving this person the support that they need. Also, because I feel like it's a very serious relationship. We have the Two of Wands that jumped out right here. So this member of BTS and the person that they're dating, it's something really serious. Sorry, there's a few cards that came out. Okay, so it's almost like the person that it affects, obviously the King of Swords, you know, he's gonna want to retreat, he's gonna want to be alone. There's a lot of Virgo energy here, as well as Cancer, because we have the new moon in Virgo, as well as the Hermit. So he is going to want to retreat, and I think it's really good that everyone is kind of almost like banding together to protect him and protect the person that he loves, because we have the Chariot here. So it's almost like I'm sensing that when the news come out, obviously a lot of people are gonna be against it, because I mean BTS has a lot of fans or everything, but what I'm sensing here, which is amazing, is that actually a lot of people are gonna support them and are gonna band together and say like, what's the big deal, like they're human too, like obviously they can have a relationship, like, you know. So you guys, if you're a BTS fan and you're watching this video right now, if you know, because obviously I'm reading off their current energies can change, so I'm hoping this doesn't happen, but if it does happen and you're watching this right now, when the news comes out, please give this person a lot of support. You know, everyone's human, everyone craves affection, everyone craves love. So yeah, also it's really good to see that their relationship as a group is going to be stronger than ever. We have the King of Pentacles. It's almost like the brotherhood, the other members are working together, and they're giving this person solid ground, a solid foundation, a safe place to rest, a safe place to share his troubles with. Let's go with the final oracle. So July to September. Ebb and flow. So it's really about, this phase is really about them coming together and accepting, you know, that life is gonna have trials and tribulations, ups and downs, because we have a lot of Cancer energy, water energy, and it's just really about accepting the highs and lows. But I'm really happy to see that, you know, they have each other. So let's see the next phase. So we're now in October till December for BTS. What's going on? Also, you guys, I just got I don't know, I just got this message. Please give Jin a lot of love. It's not like he's going through a hard trouble or anything, but I feel like out of the members right now, he's someone who's constantly questioning himself and constantly thinking that he needs to prove his worth and himself more than everyone else. Sorry, it's funny that I was talking about Jin and this card came out. I feel like it's almost as if he really wants to show more of himself. But I will do a reading on Jin, a standalone reading on Jin, you know, like, so, because we're focusing on the group right now, but, okay. So I feel like there's a lot of full moons, and there's a lot of new moons, sorry, in this period. So a lot of planning on what's coming ahead, but also a lot of releasing of what went on for the last year. Sorry if my words are getting jumbled and things like that. When I do readings, I pick up on obviously the person or the people that I'm reading off, and so that can affect how I'm doing the reading. Okay. So let's start with this, because this came out first. Oh, yay! So there's a lot of rest in the last period of 2021. So I feel like the busiest period for them was the period where I saw that they were traveling a lot. Was that, I think it was the second period. I think it was April till June, because on the third one I saw it was a lot about relationships and dealing with the media and things like that. But basically how I see the end of 2021 is there is a lot of rest. We have the Four of Swords here. I feel like their agency is finally going to give them the break that they deserve. We also have the Four of Cups, so it's almost like meditating, contemplating. Also, there's almost like, oh, we have this free time on our hands, and it's almost like we're getting bored. So I'm guessing that's a really good thing because, you know, they've been so busy with everything that they need time to get bored too, you know, and not do anything and procrastinate. Also, we have the Sun and the Strength. So this is such an amazing omen, you guys, and it makes me so happy. It has such good energy because it tells me that 2021 was a really good year for them as a group, because we have Strength here, which tells me that they're going to be stronger than ever. And I'm not talking about the band and how they're doing in the charts or how many awards they've won or things like that, but I'm seeing them as a group and as friends, because I've picked up in a lot of readings I've done on BTS, you know, standalone readings, the Jimin ones and Taeyong and things like that, that there's just a lot of things happening, you know, just behind the scenes between them. Like, obviously they're together all the time and they're also co-workers. It can get very stressful, it can get toxic sometimes, but I see that what 2021 will do for them is so open the world again and remind them of the bond they have, and they're truly going to be stronger than ever. Also, we have the Sun here, so I see like there's a lot of success that's gonna happen in between October till December. I feel like those 3 months are gonna be the year that they truly thrive as a group. In 2021, it's gonna be their best year. I feel like it's more about reaping the rewards of their actions, all their hard work in 2021, because we have the Four of Cups and the Four of Swords. So this does tell me that work-wise, it slows down a little bit, but finally what they've done in 2021 and what they've put out, so it could be music, songs, albums, etc., it's finally gonna be appreciated at the end of the year. So you can see that, and it's almost gonna come really quickly because we have the Knight of Swords here, and the Knight of Swords is just always raring to go. So let's see with the oracle, one final oracle for the last quarter, October till December. Oops. So remember what I said about the fact that it's almost like they have enough time now to just kind of like just basically have time to rest and contemplate things, but we have self-exploration. So I feel like, you know, in those 3 months, each member is gonna have the opportunity to truly do what they want, do the projects they love, do their hobbies, do a lot of self-exploration, things that are truly going to revive them for the next period, for the next year. I'm just gonna grab one more card. 2 came out. So I almost feel like a lot of the rest is done while also still writing music and doing things, because we have dance, let your body move, and we have courage. It's almost like they're going to, you know, for some of the members, it's truly about looking within and seeing what inspiration, what inspires them, what things they want to do next as individuals and also as a group. But I do see a lot of music because we have dance and the owls. So it tells me that there's a lot of working at night. I see that a lot of them are night owls. A lot of them don't like to do work during the day, which is difficult. Obviously, you're BTS, you have to. But for some of them, because like I said, in this period there's going to be a lot of rest, this also gives them the opportunity to become the night owls that they truly are and work more at night. Also, I feel like, because as I mentioned, there's the full moon. Full moon is always about releasing what doesn't work for us anymore, But also full moon in Aquarius is all about showing who we are and our identity, not hiding behind the group persona and things like that. I mentioned in Taeyang's reading that he's been truly wanting to show the world the real him. I feel like that's the case for some of the other members too. So I feel like in the final year, in the final period of 2021, they're finally gonna have the courage to do that. I mean, it doesn't mean it's gonna happen very late in the year. For some of them, it happens much sooner than that. It's just that I see that for some, it will happen at the end of the year. So what's the big theme, big 2021 theme for BTS? Okay, you wanna come out? Let's do 3. Oh, okay. Wow. Okay, the big themes, there are 3. So the first is this person that I said would have their relationships, the relationship exposed. I really don't like the word exposed, but basically it's gonna be known that they are in a relationship. So that's a really big theme. The fighting and everything is finally gonna come to an end, and they're gonna be closer than ever. And the Chariot, which is such an amazing omen, because this tells me that whatever they want to manifest, whatever they want to do, whatever they want to achieve, they're gonna be able to do it together and quickly. Also, the Chariot is number 7, the number 7 Arcana cards, and there's 7 members of BTS, so it almost feels like all of them are gonna be on the same chariot here, working towards a common goal, working hand in hand. So I think that's really truly beautiful. Thank you, guides. Thank you, universe. And finally, let's see from the oracles. So the big theme so far is that one member and his relationship, the 7 of them finally not fighting anymore, and the 7 of them achieving their common goal together and being stronger and closer than ever before. So let's choose. This is the same card that came out earlier too. Oops. Okay, a lot of cards. So there's emotional release, like I mentioned. They're finally going to be closer than ever. They're going to put away, like I mentioned, between January to March. They're finally going to be okay with their differences, and they're finally going to be able to see eye to eye. They're finally going to look at what direction they want to go at. Again, with the ebb and flow, they're going to be more accepting about the highs and lows of life. And finally, oh my gosh, you guys, I just got shivers. I've been talking about how the boys are going to be stronger than ever. We have connection. We are all connected. And again, look what number it is. 7. So that's it for my reading, you guys. Sorry it's been really long, but to summarize everything, obviously the year is gonna have its trials, but at least they're gonna be together and they're gonna be stronger than ever. There's gonna be connected, truly connected, and they're gonna be there for each other. So that's it for my reading, you guys, for BTS 2021. If you guys enjoyed this reading, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I hope I'll see you in my next one. Bye.